Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here. Before I get into the what if, please go down and subscribe to Retreat and Miniman123. They helped me out a lot. Also, please join my Discord and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All links in the descriptions. Anyways, this is what if Naruto had half hot and half cold, part 9. And last time we left off with Naruto actually arriving to Itachi, teleporting to him, and Itachi tells him that Sasuke is probably coming, and Naruto's like, alright. So basically, once Sasuke appears, he sees only Itachi because Naruto was basically hiding, and he wanted to first see how the fight went and how strong Sasuke got. And the fight went all the way up to it went a bit hot. The fight was a lot harder for Itachi, and Naruto wanted to step in, but he thought it wasn't the right time. And once Itachi was about to get hit by the Kirin, he's like, nah, I ain't letting this happen. So instead of Itachi using his Susanoo and running out of chakra and dying, what happens is basically Naruto gets in the way right before the explosion. So Itachi was about to use the Yato mirror, but he couldn't. Naruto came in the way and said, I got this. And Naruto created a shell of ice so strong that not even lightning and fire could break it. By the way, Sasuke did develop the Kirin with fire, so the actual dragon was red, and instead of just paralyzing you, it burnt you at the same time. So even with the lightning fire, with the electric fire, nothing could have happened to the ice. And basically, once the smoke clears, he sees an ice shell, and basically Sasuke's like, what? And basically, Naruto melts the ice with his blue fire and tells Sasuke, stop, Sasuke. This is your older brother. You shouldn't have hurt him. He did everything for you. And Sasuke is like, first of all, what are you doing here, Naruto? And second, what do you know about me and my brother? You know what he did? And Naruto's like, yes, he killed your clan to save you. And Sasuke was like, wait, what? Save me? Me? After all he done? He is the one who told me to hate him. He's the one who told me to get stronger by hating him. And then one day to come and fight him. But then Itachi stepped in and said, what I meant by getting stronger isn't betraying the village and leaving it. I wanted you to become the hero of the village. I wanted people to think of you as a hero. But I guess I just went on the wrong route and I led you to the dark side. And Naruto's like, listen, Sasuke, just hear Itachi out. Look, he can even show you what happened on the day, just like he showed me. And Itachi basically, Sasuke allows Itachi to let him see. And Itachi is actually pissed off at Danzo and the village elders, and he wants to kind of destroy the village. But of course, since Itachi fought so hard to protect it, he wouldn't. And I'll say that Sasuke, what he does is basically he says, I'll only return to the village if me and Itachi are accepted back, and with my team, also if I get to kill Danzo with my own hands. And Naruto says, we can do everything up to accept killing Danzo, because it's kind of hard, since it would literally be going up against the whole entire village then. And Sasuke's like, I don't care, I'm going to kill him. And Naruto's like, how about I'll arrange a fight between you guys, since you guys have your own things to do. And also, we should get back to the village now, I don't have much time. And basically, Naruto returns to the village with Team Hebi. By the way, I'll say that Naruto saves Team Hebi from Kisame, because he was about to annihilate them. And what he does is freezes Kisame in in his place and teleports Team Taka. It wasn't Team Heavy anymore, or was it Team Heavy to Taka? I always forget. Anyways, Team Sasuke into the village with Itachi, and Tsunade is told about everything, and she's pissed off at Danzo and she wants to kind of execute him, but Sasuke's like, I want to kill him myself. And by the way, Sasuke did awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan when he heard about this and what happened to his parents, and after seeing his what happened to his brother, and after seeing what happened to his parents all over again, and also because it was all because of Danzo. Even the third Hokage said, give me more time and I'll arrange something, but Danzo just still went away. He just wanted to annihilate all the Uchihas. So, that was a lot of words. And basically, Naruto says, wait, first we need to heal Itachi's injuries and his illness. And Tsunade's like, what do you mean illness? And Itachi explains that he has a respiratory disease or some, but was it, I think it was like bronchitis or something, I'm not sure. And Tsunade's like, I'll see what I can do. And I'll say in 3 days Tsunade came up with a way to heal, well, to operate Itachi and have a 70% rate of success, and she's able to heal Itachi, but Itachi is out of doing any work for the next 2 months, and no, not 2 months, 2 weeks. 2 months is basically all the way up to the bloody rock. So Naruto now is in the village with Sasuke. Sasuke's training on his own, and by the way, Sasuke and Itachi did decide to switch eyes after he's completely back up. And while this was all happening, since Obito couldn't get couldn't get Sasuke to join the Akatsuki, instead of making Sasuke go get the 8 tails, I'll say he sends Kisame, and I'll say that this time Kisame actually realizes that he couldn't capture B and comes back empty-handed instead of actually taking the, well, I'll say that he actually took the tentacle of the 8 tails, so in case they can actually absorb that and give some extra power to the Gedo statue. And that actually kind of works, but they still need the 8 tails, and the Killer Bee does tell the Raikage, and the Raikage while the Raikage is deciding what to do, if he should summon all the 5 Kage to talk about the Akatsuki. While he's thinking that, Jiraiya did fight Pain and came back with injuries. He wasn't able to beat him or get any of the paths of Pain. Pain didn't allow it, and he lost an arm. And Naruto and Hinata go to train in Senjutsu. They're able to learn it like a day before the attack. They come back, and the next day, right after they have lunch, the next day, the attack on the Leaf Village begins. And since this time Pain didn't need a plan to actually recover one of the paths of the paths of Pain, I think it was the animal path, I'm not sure, or the human path, I don't know. So he didn't end up having to prepare too much. He only needed to heal his other paths and attack the village, of course. So Naruto is still in the village, Sasuke is in the village, Itachi is in the village, not with Mangekyo Sharingans yet. They're going to do it. I'll say that by the time the 5 Kage Summit actually begins, they will have their Mangekyo Sharingan, EMS, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So what happens is that all the Pains got annihilated, to be honest, until the Diva Path decided to destroy the Leaf Village, and then which pissed off Naruto so hard that he went into a rampage, and no one could really stop him. Not even a chakra sealing tag could work now. And basically Nagato decided to unleash his strongest OP broken jutsu, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why it's even made in the Naruto-verse. But anyways, it was a planetary devastation which was trapping everyone, but Naruto had a little bit of conscience left, and what he did is he grabbed every single one of them and threw them away out near the village where the planetary devastation wasn't happening. And Naruto was the only one who got sealed away. Well, it was actually the seven-tailed Kurama, the one without skin, and he was already spawning his 8th tail, and Naruto was about to let the nine tails all out because he couldn't control him anymore. And basically Minato does still appear, and the nine tails is stopped from coming back. And basically now Naruto is still able to destroy Pain, and this time I'll say that instead of using clones, what he did is he froze himself in place. So when Pain used his almighty push, he couldn't really move him, and then he melted his ice and Naruto used a Rasengan. I'll say that with Senjutsu, he was able to develop a new Rasengan called the Freezing Rasengan, and he froze the Pain. He froze the Pain, but his face wasn't frozen, and the Pain was already gone by now. And he did use his chakra rod to find out where the real Pain is. And while he was going, Jiraiya joined him, and Sasuke and Itachi were going to stop them because they don't know what that Pain can do. If just this Pain could do this, imagine the actual Pain, what he's able to do. And Jiraiya shows them that they've got this, and they believe in them, and they go back to help out with the search for any survivors in the village. And Nagato does still revive everyone thanks to Naruto and Jiraiya's Takuno Jutsu. Like, it's not just Naruto, this time it's Jiraiya as well, which is just as good as doing Takuno Jutsu as Naruto. Imagine that, the double dose. And he's changed, and basically Jiraiya does still ask Conan if she wants to come, but of course Conan says, I want to go and bury my 2 comrades, and then I have something to do. And Jiraiya's like, what do you mean something to do? And she's like, I'm going to stop Toby. And she's walking off, and Jiraiya's like, I hope we meet again. And Conan smiles back and says, goodbye, Jiraiya sensei. And basically Naruto is completely out of chakra, and he falls on Jiraiya's back. And Kakashi didn't really get killed. He did come to see if they were alright, and he sees Naruto on Jiraiya's back and says, I guess Naruto won, didn't he? And Jiraiya's like, you bet. And once Naruto does come back, he does get congratulated by every single villager, and they all call him their hero. And while this happened, basically Tsunade was thinking of a 5 Kage summit as well, because of what happened to the Leaf Village. But I'll say that Danzo requested to go with her as well once basically the Raikage actually sent a message to all the 5 Kage that they need to do a 5 Kage summit because of what's going on with the Akatsuki, and they're getting way too dangerous now. And Tsunade is about to go with Kakashi and Guy, but what happens is Danzo basically tells Tsunade that he needs to go in here, and Tsunade's like, no, you cannot go. And basically what happened is Sasuke and Itachi did switch their eyes by now, and they do both have the the Eternal Monkey Sharingan now, and they are about to go up against Danzo, and Danzo's like, you guys are not going to win, I'm going to kill you all. And Naruto's like, shut up, you should die, you don't deserve to live after all you've done, never again. And basically Naruto Danzo pretty much gets annihilated because of what he did, and he's dead, yes. Sasuke and Itachi killed him together. Itachi has the perfect Susanoo, even the armored one, the full body one as well, since basically Itachi pretty much mastered Susanoo already, just that he didn't have the Mangekyo Sharingan to actually completely use it. And well, the Eternal Mongek Shrine, I'm just saying. So the fight is over with them, and the 5 Kage Summit does still go on, this time without any interruptions. And in the end, the in the end, what's his name? Toby or Obito does interrupt them, declaring war on all the 5 nations. Well, all the five, yeah, the whole all the nations for Naruto and Killer Bee, and basically they still have to make a Shinobi alliance to protect Naruto and Killer Bee, because they cannot allow Dark Akatsuki to get their hands on him, because they don't even know what they want to do, to be honest, and they'd rather not risk anything. And so Naruto is still told that he should go and master the Nine Tails. Well, he should go and learn how to control the Nine Tails. And in fact, he accepts and he goes there. This time, I'll say Sasuke goes with him as well, because they need someone to protect him. And by the way, Obito does get both the Rinnegan this time. But he's only using one because he still needs his Sharingan. So Sasuke is with Naruto, and he sees how Naruto is transforming into the Nine Tails. And by the way, Yamato is still there, and he does still meet his mother, and she helps him basically fight the Nine Tails. And from here on out, to be honest, it's pretty much the same except for a few more fights, which I'm going to cover probably in the next part. But right now, the fight against the Nine Tails, Naruto comes back to his mind, and the Nine Tails says, "So you finally come to fight me, huh, Naruto?" And Naruto's like, "Yes, now I'm stronger than you. You cannot do anything to me. I will be able to beat you." And the Nine Tails laughs at this and says, "Show me, brat. Show me what you have learned in these years." And basically, Naruto lets him out, and Kurama basically breaks. He slaps the gates away and says, "Come at me, Naruto." And Naruto's pretty much actually kind of losing at the beginning, since he's only using his actual ninjutsu, not his Kekkei. But what Naruto does is basically freezes Kurama in his place, and he's about to Rasengan him to oblivion, but the Kurama is way too strong, and he lets out all his power. He's able to melt the ice, even the strongest of ice that Naruto can make. And Naruto's confused because he thought that his ice is completely unpenetrable now. And Kurama's like, I guess you've underestimated me, kid. And Naruto is now, Kurama's now sucking out Naruto's chakra instead of Naruto sucking out his. And here is when Kushina comes into play. Kushina does still talk to Naruto. She does see how Naruto is grown, and she says, you really do look like your father." And Naruto's like, "I sure do." And basically, Kushina does ask him, "So whose power did you get? Did you get my power, where I can use fire anytime I want, or did you get Minato's power? And also, did I mention that my fire was so strong that it could turn blue?" And Naruto's like, "Well, you see, I guess I got both." And Kushina's like, "Wait, really?" And Naruto basically shows that he can use blue fire just like that, just like her, and he can just use an ice that can even freeze the fire. It's kind of mad. He can actually freeze the fire he made. And Kushina's like, wow. She is stunned, impressed how Naruto has mastered his Kekkei so well, and he's on a level higher than Minato now. And Naruto says, "I even know Dad's secret technique, the flying Raijin." And basically, Kushina's like, "I'm proud of you, kid." And basically, here she does still use the Uzumaki chains, and Naruto's still able to beat Kurama in the end. And Kurama is locked up, and Naruto, right before he went, he told him, one day I'll come for your hate as well. And he just leaves waving, and Kurama says, I'll destroy you, kid, I'll destroy you. And Naruto's like, yeah, sure. And basically once he leaves, Kurama smiles and says, this kid, he's something else. And he goes to sleep. And while this is happening, Naruto opens his eyes and sees basically he's in his KCM, and Sasuke is actually really impressed by this, and it's like, what kind of power is that? And Naruto's like, this is how the Nine Tails' chakra looks like. And basically he can feel that Samehara has a bad, bad intention, like a little bit, just that little bit of bloodlust, and basically Naruto says, wait, Killer B, throw Samehara away. And Killer B's like, what do you mean? And Samehara basically turns into Kisame, and Kisame runs away to tell Kabuto about where their location is. And just saying, Kabuto and Orochimaru do, like before I said, oh, did I say? Wait. Kabuto and Orochimaru do, no Orochimaru, I mean Kabuto. And Kabuto did still make the offer to Obito, showing him that he has Madara Uchiha, and Obito will never be able to beat Madara anytime soon. So he accepts, and basically Might Guy is still on the island to protect them, and in the end he's able to destroy, he's able to capture Kisame, but Kisame doesn't want to give any intel, so he just kills himself. And Naruto basically does find out about the war, and he wants to go straight away because he doesn't want to let his comrades die. So in the end, Naruto does still escape with Killer B and Sasuke, and Might Guy follows them to the battlefield. So basically what happens here is that Sasuke says, I'll be joining Itachi in his battlefield, I'll see you, and basically Naruto's like, wait, here, take a clone with you. He makes an ice clone with KCM, and the ice clone, he makes multiple ice clones here since he has a lot more chakra thanks to his meditation. So I'll see that instead of 13 he can make 20, yeah, 7 extras. And you know where the Gaara battlefield, I'll see that there Naruto's original was there. I'll see that his original was there. Nah, actually, whatever. Let's not talk about that. The original is fighting against Obito. So all the Narutos go off to each battlefield, and some go in and help battlefields where the fight is a lot harder. Like I'll say 3 shadow clones go to Gaara's battlefield since they have to fight a lot of Kage, and another 3 go to Kakashi's, and another 3 and 2 go to Hinata's one instead of just 1. And Naruto is on his own with Killer B, and Killer B and Naruto do still have to go up against all the tail beasts and their Jinchuriki and Obito. And basically Kakashi and Guy appear out of nowhere saying that, I guess you guys really do need help, and Naruto's like, thank you. And basically Asuma's fighting with with Choji, Choji, Shikamaru, and Naruto, because Naruto's clone went there, and Naruto's actually fighting pretty well. And also one of the clones did help Umui, I think. I don't even know. I think that was filler, to be honest. Anyways, so yeah, so Naruto, Killer B, Kakashi, and Might Guy do start fighting, and basically in the end Naruto's only able to free one of the tail beasts, and then runs out of chakra. And basically he he still does make friends with Kurama, and Kurama does give him more chakra, and he's able to go into KCM2 and summon the Kurama avatar. And he only has 5 minutes as usual, and here the fight goes pretty much the same, just that I'll say that the Kurama avatar, instead of just being orange, he has a bit of red and white. So I'll say that He's covered with white and red markings on left with red, right with white. You know how a karma seal works? Just like that, just that it's white and red. To show that Naruto has a Kekkei Genkai, and also even the Kurama avatar can use the ice. That's just so OP. I just had to make that. Like I wanted to make it from the very beginning of the what if, from the first single minute of part 1. I'm like, what if Kurama's avatar can use this Kekkei Genkai? That's mad. And anyways, that's where I'm going to end it off. I will cover the last. Next part is probably going to be the last part. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sorry, that was my alarm. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to RATREET and Miniman123. Anyways, this is the King of Weebs here, and peace.